welcome to the James Johnston Football Channel.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video. Didn't do one last week. It's not because we didn't want. It's not because we didn't want to. I had a very chaotic and busy week. To no avail in the end. I thought it was going to be worth something. It wasn't. So I've learnt my lesson. Just do my YouTube videos. Tom, just quick off the bat, how are you, my friend? How are you doing?
Yeah.
We just want to get this one out of the way.
Yeah, great, mate. Yeah, I'm doing really well.
Yeah, life is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Spain without the S.
Yeah.
Classic. Okay, so since we've last spoken, we did the Arsenal versus Wolves preview. Yeah, weren't entirely confident for it. No. I think I predicted a draw. I can't remember now. I've sort of zoned it out of my head, but yeah. So with Arsenal versus Wolves, we have lost 3 consecutive home games now on the bounce in the league. It was I've made a brief sort of synopsis. It was a horrible injury to Jimenez. I wish him well. I know he apparently come out of the hospital today, so he's on the road to recovery. Do I think he'll play football again? Probably not.
You don't think?
No. Well, his game's all about heading, mate. I can't see how he can head the ball now after he's fractured his skull. I just can't. Even with one of the little Petr helmets on or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't.
Surely you can't head a ball very well with one of them things on.
Well, that's it. Yeah. For me, I'm like, he's going to have to completely alter his entire game, and I think he's 30 now, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think he was that old.
29, 30, I think he is.
Because didn't Ryan Mason, he fractured his skull, didn't he?
Yeah, but then
he had to retire.
He come back, didn't he? And then he was only playing for a few games, and then he went again.
Right.
I hope he comes back and he's absolutely fine and flying, because I don't wish that on anybody. But I mean, going back to it, I was shocked that David Luiz stayed on for as long as he did. It sort of puzzled me, that one. I don't think that they said they followed the concussion protocols. I don't think they did. I think David Luiz.
Well, I don't know. Well, it seemed like they were more. He couldn't carry on because of the cut on his head. But
yeah.
People are gonna slag off. It's a chance to slag off Arsenal and the people who work at Arsenal. So they just slag off the doctors as well. Like, you're rubbish.
I just sort of think it was more him going like, I want to play on. So they were like, oh, screw it. Okay.
I thought he looked all right in terms of concussion, but he did break someone's skull with his head. So
yeah. So
do you know what I mean? You probably
what is his head made of if he can break someone's skull with? To be fair, it did sound like 2 eggs being knocked together, because I watched without the crowd noise. So, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
But I wish him both well, especially Jimenez, because of obviously what happened to him. Luiz, from all intents and purposes, he's probably going to be okay compared to Jimenez. The first goal, Xhaka is absolutely woeful in protecting his back line from that building up. Kieran Tierney is positionally awful in his fight against Traore, which he's never going to win. But if you're gonna at least fail, I would rather you try and foul instead of just completely foul straight off the bat. And I've put here that I worry now that Kieran Tierney is starting to regress when he's actually one of my favourite players. So I'm not impressed with that. It's an easy cross that comes in to deal with. None of them deal with it. I've put here Leno, as always, is positionally awful. He's completely off the centre line for a goalkeeper towards the left-hand side with a ball that's been directly hit in the centre. I don't know why he's all the way over to the left when the ball's being played in the middle. He's all the way over there, so he has to move back. He's dragged himself out for no apparent reason. Then Donker, to be fair to him, should have scored the initial header. That's a terrible finish, if we're going to be critical of Wolves. But he does the usual, doesn't he, Leno? And the rebound falls for Neto, who slots it in easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got anything you wanted to add on that first Wolves goal? No, you've zoned it out your head.
I can't remember the Wolves game.
Fair enough. I've put here the equaliser. Gabriel header, fantastic. He's being pulled from pillar to post by his shirt on the corner. He shrugs them off and thumps it in. It's a really good header, and it's actually a good delivery from Willian. So I put some praise there on Willian. I'm not completely obliterating the players yet. Wolves' second goal, Pedro Neto. He's just got he's just got days and days to dribble with the ball. No one's going out to him. No one's stopping him. He lines the shot up. Leno again just parries it straight to Podence, and it's a goal Stephen Hawking scores in a power surge.
No, he dinked it over him.
He pushed it
dinked it up over the defender.
He pushes it straight to their legs. The guy, when you're parrying like that, you've got to bring it into your chest, or you make sure it goes for a corner. He just.
No, I think because it took a deflection off Bellerin.
The guy's a joke. The guy's a joke.
I think you're harsh.
He's not a good goalkeeper. I'm sorry. He is not a goalkeeper that is going to get us to where we need to be.
Well, the top half of the table?
Yeah. He's awful. He's awful.
To stay in the Premier League.
Yeah. No,
I think he's good enough. I think he's good enough to not be in the Championship.
We are lucky that there are 3 teams worse than us, because we are shocking. So the second half, Bellerin created a chance for Saka that he misses. I put here that when are people going to start jumping on Saka's back? He's missed a couple of sitters recently. Saka then creates a chance for Reece Nelson, who skies it as per. Bellerin created another chance for Aubameyang. Aubameyang misses the header. I thought he should have done better there. And we lose that game. But for me, the most poignant thing from that game was that Wolves subbed their sub-striker on the 78th minute. So the Wolves manager, who is very, very good, Nuno Santo, deemed Arsenal not a threat. He was like, Arsenal are so bad that I'm going to take my sub-striker to bring another midfielder on because Arsenal are that bad. And people are like, no, he's seeing the game out. I'm like, yeah, he's seeing the game out because he knows Arsenal are rubbish. He's like, Arsenal, and that's Wolves. That's Wolves.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not trying to completely, disrespect on Wolves, but I'm like, when you compare Wolves to Arsenal, we should be doing that sort of stuff to them. And Wolves are just like, that Arsenal are rubbish. But no, the thing for me afterwards is the comment Mikel Arteta made where he put, it's something that the day I decided to be the coach of this club, I knew that one day I would be sacked or leave the football club. I don't know when this is going to happen. In this profession, I know it will happen, but I never worry about it. Tom, just obviously we'll talk a bit more later, but should he be worried about it, Tom? Should he be? Is he? Is he? In your opinion, is he this blind and deluded that he thinks he's going to be sacked?
Yes, he is. Yeah. Well, he's played Willian all season.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't. I understand what he's trying to say, but he's said it all completely wrong. He's like, I'm not worried about getting sacked. But he's like, I know I'll get sacked one day.
Yeah.
So why would you say that as a manager?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
I don't want to be here. Why would you not? Surely. I don't know.
Well, I'm like,
he's just an idiot.
Your players are bereft and void. And do you know what I mean? You're meant to. They're a team is a reflection of the manager.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I've heard that sounds to me like you've thrown the towel in. So it's like, well, why should I bother then? If you're not going to you're not going to care. Why should I care? Like, why should I overexert myself to get 3 points when I can easily bank my 180, 360 grand a week doing nothing, which a lot of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of them. A lot of them are like, I ain't going to go in for these 50-50s or whatever.
Well, no, they haven't been doing that for years.
We had our best player running off the pitch. He ran off. We'll get to it in a minute, but. He ran off the pitch, Tom. That's how much these lot care. Okay, he was hurt and injured, and I can't.
But let's get into it later. Like we can't go from Wolves to that game to just save it.
Yeah. Okay, so is there anything more you want to say on Wolves?
No.
No. Okay. So
I didn't want to say anything about it in the first place.
No. Well, I thought for continuity, we best. People might want to hear what we've got to say. They won't, but they might.
No, no one wants to know what you want to say.
Yeah. So just quickly, Rapid Vienna game. Lots of change.
God.
Lots of changes.
How long are you going to spend on the Rapid Vienna game?
Not long. So there were lots of changes. Obviously, the fans come back, which was nice. Lacazette played as a cam. Renarson was in. Cedric was in. Mari was in. Mustafi was in. Kolasinac was in. El Neni come back from beer flu. Maitland-Niles come in as a centre midfielder. Pepe was obviously in. What did you make of that squad to start with? Were you... Because a lot of people like me and you were like, Aziz, Smith Rowe, I want the kids.
Well, yeah, I was massively disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's a dead rubber. Why are you playing... Didn't William? No, William came on, didn't he?
He came on as a sub, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just annoying. It's just boring. It's just really boring to watch. We actually did play well, to be fair, but the only thing that I thought was any good was Maitland-Niles playing in centre mid.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the only thing.
I'll briefly get this done as quick as possible. So Lacazette hit a screamer. Mari hit a great header. Mari hit a great header from a corner that Reece Nelson actually reached an Arsenal player with. That was sensational.
Yeah.
Mari also got to wear the captain's armband near the end, which was probably nice for him.
Yeah.
And Nketiah scored a trademark Eddie Nketiah goal. He obviously missed his first one, but then he just got the header back on the rebound. Renarson in the second half, he got Leno syndrome and made a really bad parry. Kolasinac with his fat bum cleared it 3 times, but they still scored. He blocked it with his fat bum 3 times. Smith Rowe come on and hit a little tap in, and then Balogun come on with 81 minutes into a dead rubber game. Like really convincing him to stay, isn't it? Playing him coming.
Yeah.
You have 9 minutes in a dead rubber game. Yeah. So, is there anything you want to add quickly?
Yeah, we really want you to stay. We're really impressed with you.
Yeah.
Here's less minutes in a dead rubber than you got the week before you scored a goal.
Yes.
Yeah. Was he going to get this week? Like 5 minutes. Literally against an Irish team. I don't even think they're full-time players. They're like literally plumbers during the week.
Yeah.
No, you're going to get 5 minutes, mate. I've got to play Aubameyang for this.
I mean, there are lots of melty Arsenal fans. That's the best thing I can describe it as. And people might watch this and think that me and you are 2 of them. But for me, you've got these people that are like, well, of course he's not playing him because he hasn't signed the contract yet. I'm like, you've got to fucking convince the player.
Yeah.
He's looking.
The reason he wants to leave is because he doesn't see a way to the first team.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then no disrespect to any of the. I'm not trying to deliberately slag them off. But if I was Balogun, I'd be like, well, hang on a sec. You're playing Lacazette in every other position but centre forward. You got Aubameyang who hasn't scored for God knows how long.
Yeah. And
you got Eddie Nketiah who I like, but is he really top tier? Probably not. No. And he's like, give me a chance. You're still not giving me a chance, and you got these idiots in front of me. I'm like, when you get these people on Twitter, click. Well, he's not signed the contract. That's why. I'm like, okay. Well,
why would he sign?
Well, I don't know what jobs they do, but I'm like, okay, let's employ 4 idiots in your job that you think that you could be better than. That you're not going to get. You're never. They're gonna, as soon as you come in every day, they're going to tell you, oh yeah, you're not coming in and you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay there then?
Yeah. Yeah, sign the contract.
Yeah. But
why would he sign?
Well, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to say on the Rapid Vienna game?
No.
Right. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bloody hell, Tom. Are you ready? Spurs, the derby, Tom. The first goal. Harry Kane has literally the whole of that stadium to move about in the middle to free Song up. Xhaka and Partey, who, to be fair to Thomas Partey, he's rushed back because we're sheer desperation. That is literally, you on one leg are better than the rest of these fucking dickheads that I've got.
Yeah.
And I will be horrible to the players there because in midfield they are literally shocking. Apart from, so it's literally you with one leg. You with one leg are better than every other idiot that I've got. You with one leg can run faster than Ceballos with two.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
well, I like Rob Holding. I don't want to slag him off, but come on, you've got to go to him at some point. There's nobody running. There's nobody running behind you.
Yeah,
just go to the ball because Bellerin was covering him.
Well, this is what I was about to say. Bellerin, it's an awful recovery run from him.
No, he was there. He was back.
No, it's dreadful.
Bellerin was there. Bellerin was back. Bellerin was behind Holding.
It's dreadful.
No, you're wrong there.
It's dreadful. Willian, you
are DT.
Just as bad. Just as bad. I'm not. Just as bad. I am now. Just as bad is Willian behind him. That he gets just past the halfway line and then he stops. So he doesn't help either. And then to be fair, it's a worldie. And do you know what? I will put this in here for people that think I'm harsh. Leno, for me, people were going on about Leno's positioning.
Yeah.
And how he was and everything. For me, he's not saving that. And there ain't many keepers in this league that are either. I'm like, that's a worldie. That's an absolute worldie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've got a picture here, and Bellerin is part of the back four. Sorry, you're being overly harsh.
No, his recovery runs terrible. But I'm with you on Holding as well. Like, take him out. Just engage. Like, Holding just doesn't engage at the moment. I don't know what it is. He just
runs backwards.
Yeah,
just runs backwards all game.
Mm-hmm.
But mate, you got to make a tackle at some point.
Yeah, please.
I know he's probably worried about him skipping round him, but you know, like I said, Bellerin made a really good recovery run, and he was behind him to cover him. No. You know I like Hector Bellerin, but I can't. I cannot defend. I cannot defend the fact that he can't defend Tom. I can't do it. Going that way, very, very good. He did really well.
That way,
he did really well.
The second goal.
Yeah.
Now this is where hopefully I will wing you back. I think Lacazette and Bellerin did really well here. In that build up to this second goal.
Yeah.
And Aubameyang, who has been absolutely awful recently, and people won't go for Aubameyang. That, you know, this is the thing.
No.
You've got to be fair in your criticism of all these players. He's been absolutely rubbish. And his interview before the North London derby was the worst one I've ever seen from an Arsenal captain in my life. He looked like he had that little hat on. He looked like he would rather be anywhere else in the world than being interviewed then and there. He just didn't look like he cared at all.
No, and the fact, like, do you know what I mean? Like the Arsenal captain doesn't come out afterwards and do any interviews. Mm-hmm. They send out like all the little players, like Rob Holding.
Send the kids out, don't they? Normally, they send
the kids out to get a slaughtering from the interviewers.
Yeah.
I've said. You know that I've said even before he signed his contract, I said it wouldn't be a massive loss if he left because he doesn't offer anything. It sounded like a stupid thing to say at the time because he was scoring a lot of goals. But he doesn't offer anything other than his goals. Yeah. If you haven't got, you know, if you're not going to pick your, you know, I don't really rate Ozil that much, but he's definitely our best creative player. If you're not going to pick him because he doesn't work hard enough, and then you've got no one to supply Aubameyang, then Aubameyang's not going to do anything. Yeah, he's not going to do anything. He can't pass.
The geezer's a good goal scorer, but is he a good footballer? That's the debate.
No.
That's the debate.
He can't. He can't pass the ball. His control is pretty awful. He can't beat a player. Apart from Zuma in the FA Cup final, that's the only time he's done it. You know, he's a pace merchant, but he leads the balls through. But we can't give him them. Yeah, I mean, we got awful idiots.
Yeah, I put it here that if this was him last year, he's busting his arse off to get that and get a shot in on Lloris. But where he's just completely, I mean, people were putting like, oh no, Sissoko did really well to outmuscle him. He didn't outmuscle him. He just didn't try because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He made no attempt. He makes no attempt.
No, what Aubameyang did, I said to you, what he should have done, because Bellerin put the ball into that was the perfect ball, right? That was a good ball into the box because it had the right pace for anyone to just step onto that and slot it in. But what Aubameyang should have done.
Picked. People go, why is he Bellerin at right back? Why is it? That's why, because there's no other right back that does that.
No. And people think Maitland-Niles should be playing right back. Do you remember watching him playing right back? He was dreadful.
Yeah.
Why do people want him to play right back?
Yeah.
But what Barry should have done was, if anybody who actually wanted to score a goal there would have done, was run in, and as you're running in, the defender's going to run with you. So you stop, and the defender carries on, and then you cut across, and he's there to finish the ball. But what he's doing is this. He's running next to he's never, even if the ball comes across in front of the defender, he's not going to get it.
No.
He's got no interest in getting on the end of that ball.
Yeah.
He's hiding behind the defender. He is hiding. That is what he was doing.
Yeah. And I mean, Sissoko plays it out, and then it's 4-on-2, like we've said.
Well, Xhaka, it's 4-on-2. Xhaka's, I don't know what Xhaka's doing.
Yeah.
How does he get a game after that Wolves game? I backed Xhaka. I actually backed him.
Yeah, we both did.
And then he does that at Wolves, and you think, okay, you shouldn't play in the North London derby. Then he gets a game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sick. It actually makes you sick.
Party walks off the pitch. Are we going into it now? Should we go into it now?
Oh my God.
Party walks off the pitch. Arteta is trying to push him on.
Yeah, but he shouldn't let him walk off the pitch. He'd be going, why are you walking off the pitch? Just stay there. Why is he letting? Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
He didn't know because he looked behind. If you watch Arteta, he looks behind him and he goes, "Oh, we've got a sub ready." You go, "No, mate, it's the 46th minute. You haven't got a sub ready. He just walked off the pitch. You're not going to make a sub."
It's a complete mess, isn't it? It's a complete mess.
Oh, wait. Oh, Sabas, are you ready to come on? He ain't going to come on. He's not going to come on. He literally, Sabas come on and it was half time.
Yeah.
You're not going to make the sub. You should be saying to him, don't walk off the pitch, mate. Xhaka's left us completely exposed here.
Yeah.
And you're walking off the pitch.
I mean,
what are you doing?
The thing is, they were never going to kick the ball out of play. I know that. You know that. However,
even if he goes down.
That referee is a complete idiot. Atkinson or whatever. He's a shocking referee. He would have blown. Yeah. He would have blown if Aubameyang laid on the floor for ages. He'd have blown the whistle.
Yeah.
He is that kind of ref. Which I'm like, lay on the floor then. Just do everything but what you did.
What he should have done. No, what he should have done. Lo Celso was just stood in the middle by himself. He should have just stood. If he can't run, he should have stood next to Lo Celso, and then just if the ball went anywhere near him, just fouled him, just picked him up and dropped him on the floor. And gone, yeah, I've got a yellow card. I'm going off injured anyway. So I don't care.
I'm dying anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I remember, and it actually still haunts me to this day. It's one of them things you think about, and it makes you shiver. When I was playing 7-a-side, so this was 7. This is when I was, do you know what I mean, like 9 or 10, right? My shoelace come undone playing football, and I was trying to do it up on the pitch, and the ball kept flying past me. So I thought, sod this, I'm going to walk off the pitch and do my shoelace up. Yeah. I did that at 9 years old. Yeah. And I think about that to this day. I'm now 31. I think about that 22 years later and think, God, that was a really awful decision to do that. I should have just tied my shoe up, but I walked off the pitch, left my team 6 or 7.
Did you get pelters for doing that as well?
Well, my manager, I seem to remember my manager being like, what are you doing? I was like, tie my shoe up. But that is a decision that a 9-year-old made on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You should not make that decision as a 28 or 27-year-old professional footballer to just walk off the pitch.
Yeah.
I don't care if he is our best player. That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was really stupid.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's a great finish though.
Yeah. Well, I've just put here Harry Kane. It's as easy as you like, and it's 2-0 and it's game over in the first half. I put again second half. Spurs give Arsenal all of the ball because they know Arsenal can't do anything without it.
Yeah, people
with it.
Arsenal
Sorry,
fans on
Arsenal
Twitter.
can't do anything with it.
But Arsenal fans are, we played really well in the second half. We dominated them. They had more shots on target than what we did in the whole game.
I wonder.
Idiot. Oh, we've got the ball. Oh, we're passing it. We're Holden and Gabriel are passing it between themselves.
I wonder.
We played really well.
I wonder what tellies and stuff they've got or what they're using. Mate, we must watch different games. We must watch different games.
Oh. It's just people think. Oh, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? We thought that Arteta was going to be like a mixture of Wenger and Guardiola, but he's just pure David Moyes. He's just get the crosses in, get the crosses into the box to Aubameyang.
He's a mixture.
He's gonna get his head.
A mixture of David Moyes and Walter Smith.
Yeah, like for God, he's so annoying. And he goes, well, we're not how do we fix this, Arteta? The bloke's asking him. We need to score goals. Brilliant. Nice one. I couldn't have told you that.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that's how you won football games.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's the one picking them.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah,
you picked Willian this whole time.
Yeah,
you haven't even got. I don't even rate Nelson, but he's not even got Nelson on the bench.
Yeah.
You've not got Nelson on the bench.
I'm obviously going to ask you some more stuff, but just quickly, Aubameyang in his last 2 league games has had 33 touches of the ball.
Yeah.
6 of those 33 touches have been kickoff.
Yeah.
So in 2 games, Aubameyang, who is our captain and is arguably one of the greatest finishers in the Premier League, because, okay, he shared the Golden Boot 1 year. I think he comes second the next.
Yeah.
He's had 27 touches of the ball. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Oh, no.
And then, like you've just said here, Mikel Arteta after the game, we had the better goal-scoring chances, but we lacked the end product. We made 44 crosses, Tom, which of only 9 of them actually went to an Arsenal player. Aubameyang in his whole career for Arsenal since he's joined has had 3 headers. I have to ask you again, Tom, is this manager deluded? We're 17th for goals in the league. We're 18th for shots on target. We're 20th for chances created. It's the worst start for an Arsenal manager in 22 years, Tom. This is where I'm going to stop and let you go for it. Tom, what do we do? And then also, Tom, do you think he can turn it around?
I don't know. Well, what do you think, right? We're 20th. We're literally bottom for chances created. I think we're joint bottom. So that's like we're either below or the same as Burnley. But Burnley, Sheffield United, how many goals have they scored? They've only scored like 2 goals this season, and one of them was against us.
Christ.
You got West Brom have created more chances than us. West Brom.
Yeah.
Fulham can't even get past their halfway line. How have they created more chances than us?
They've only learned how to. I mean, we're bad at throw-ins, but they've only learned how to take a penalty recently. They can't score. They can't score from a dead ball. That's how bad Fulham are.
Yeah.
We're worse than them.
Well, can he turn it around? I don't know. People are sitting there going, do you know what? It's just, people last season, we can't defend. Everybody needs to get out. Right, now they're going, we need new players to attack. These are the exact same players that Emery had, minus Iwobi. Are you gutted? Arteta's got Pepe, who's had a season to settle in. He's got Lacazette, Aubameyang, Saka, who Emery brought through. That's thanks to Emery. Mm-hmm. You've got Martinelli. Right, Martinelli's been injured, but he wasn't playing him when he was fit. He's brought in Willian as a new attacker. So, he's got the same players that Emery had. Some idiot on Twitter tried to tell me, we didn't score any goals at Emery's last few games. No, we didn't. We scored 5 against Liverpool, 5 against Nottingham Forest. We scored 18 goals in his games. We had no issue scoring. We had issues conceded. All Arteta had to do was go, I'm going to sort the defence out. And he did that, but at a major cost to our attackers. And I think he's destroyed their confidence. And why people? Oh, this Schloberschlei, whatever his name is. I think that's how you say his name. I heard someone saying it.
Sobozali.
Yeah, whatever it is. Oh, we're going to get him in the sun. Why would he want to come to us? He literally is 25 million. Anyone in the world could buy him. Why would he want to come to 15th placed Arsenal?
Yeah.
And as if he's going to solve our issues. Oh, we're going to get Aouar. Aouar's not going to solve it. Because he's not even an attacking midfielder. Oh, we've got another central midfielder who's probably going to get sent out on loan to some team because he called Arteta an idiot. Oh, no, you can't say that. You're off. You're an arrogant shit. You're off. Guendouzi is an arrogant shit. But he was talking to another arrogant shit.
Yeah.
It's only how has Torreira been the one out of Ceballos and Torreira to get shipped out?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. I was going to say to you now as well, do you think, Tom, that as fans, and I know me and you have got this view of the Arsenal fan base, some of the best people that I have met on Twitter have been these Arsenal fans and everything, from these videos, from the podcasts that I used to do till I do now. Yeah. And I've met them in person, and they are genuinely some of the nicest friends that I have. I will literally say they are some of the best people I've met. But do you think as fans that we need to have more of a go at the board as well now? Because it's always manager. I'm like, you've got to aim it higher now. It's got to be aimed high. Like, me and you have got a small platform.
Yeah.
But I'm like, these people that have got the larger ones, okay, they did this We Care Do You stuff. But I'm like, there's got to be something else. Like, for me, it's not aeroplanes. It's not standing outside the shop, cussing them, shouting at them, calling them names. Then all of a sudden, when you finish, go in the shop and spend money. Like that was that was a clever one, wasn't it? Like, I'm not buying your new shirt. I'm not buying your effing scarves. I'm not buying your. But as soon as the camera stopped rolling, I'm going to buy the new shirt. I mean, playing devil's advocate, Tom. This time last season, Man United, Spurs, and Wolves had the same points tally as us. They all finished in the top season at the top seven at the end of it. The thing for me is Man United went out and spent 50 million in a January window and bought Bruno Fernandes, who pretty much padded them all the way into the top four.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to do it? Do you think, I mean, for me, I'm like, you've got to sign, for want of a better word, a sugar daddy mercenary player. You're going to have someone that you could potentially have another Ozil situation with. Because you're going to have to pay over the odds. Maybe not in transfer fee, but in wages, you're going to have to pay him loads to convince him to come to us. Especially, I mean, if let's say whoever it is, whoever this midfielder or whoever it is, we're going to have to pay him a ton of money. Because like you said, if it is Sobozali, why would you want to join Arsenal? I've got Red Bull Leipzig, I've got Bayern Munich, I've got Real Madrid at the moment are a mess anyway, but all I've got to do is play half a season, then they're going to sack Zidane, and they're probably going to bring someone else in, and then we're going to spunk loads of money in the next summer.
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Barcelona didn't buy anyone of note this summer because of everything that's gone on in the world and everything else. This summer that's coming up, fingers crossed, vaccines and all this, whatever. I mean, let's not go down that route. I'm not a complete conspiracy theorist, but hey, am I as confident as I should be? No, but I'll leave that chat. I'll leave that chat there. All these other clubs are going to go big, and I'm like, we're more and more away from the Champions League than we've ever been, and we keep going for these quick fixes. When Wenger left, I'll get Unai Emery because he's the master of the Europa League. We know we can't get top four, but we'll try and win the Europa League. Didn't work.
Well, let's be honest. The players bottled the top four in that season.
Yes.
That was top four was ours. Well, we handed it to United.
Yeah. To be fair, I blame him a lot as well, and I also blame the final because that's the most shocking display I've ever seen. in a
Well,
final.
I felt the players sort of down tools a bit for him, to be honest. I just don't think the players liked him.
No.
I think they down tools for him.
I tried to give him time, and then I would have sacked him after the Europa League final because I could see the writing was on the wall. I'm like, they don't care for you, mate.
Yeah.
You had Mesut Ozil calling him a pussy. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, everyone, no one here likes you. Like they don't like you.
No.
They don't care for you.
No, that's what I mean. So I think they didn't really play for him.
I think the only players that have spoke well for him after he left was Saka, because obviously he brought him through. And I think, like, obviously David Luiz, because he was with him at PSG, and I think Bellerin. I think Bellerin was the only one that's like,
I think Willock liked him as well.
Yeah, he's like, I've got a begrudging sort of respect for him, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, the main question is do you think we're going to turn it around? I mean, the fixtures. I'll pull them up because I was going to jot them down, but then I thought.
Well, you asked me about the board a minute ago. No, you asked me a different question.
Well, yeah. Go. All right, then go. What about the board? Go for the board.
Well, I don't know if it's a bit controversial. I don't think we should blame him. I don't think we should. How can you blame him when people go, oh, he's not been backed? He did get backed. They sanctioned a party move. They just went, that was 45 million up front. We didn't sell any players, so they had to put all that money up for him in one go. That's a big thing. That no other teams don't. People think, oh, Chelsea spent 80 million on Havertz. That's not 80 million in one go. That's 80 million over a lot of years. So they put 45 million up for it. They sanctioned the Aubameyang contract. I just think they're not. People are right when they say they're not football people, but they just go, yeah, how much do you want? They look at it and you think, all right, you want this player, this player, this player. We'll see if we can come up with the finances. And that's what they do. It's the fact that Ozil's on a big contract, the fact that Kolasinac is on loads of money. The fact that all these players are on loads of money isn't the board's fault. It's the people below them that are running all these things. I think they do back the club, to be honest. I can't, just because we don't spend 100 million on one player. Like what player who's worth 100 million would want to come to Arsenal?
So do you think?
You know what I mean?
Do you think it's more Edu then? Do you think it's Edu that needs to be?
Well, it was Gazidis. He was useless. Yeah. Obviously, there's something funny going on with Raul. However you say surname.
Sinelli.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say Edu's doing all right at the minute. He managed to get, Martinelli signed up to a new contract. Aubameyang signed up. He brought Gabriel. He managed to convince Gabriel to come to us. Partey came, so they're good. Gabriel's a really good signing. They're really good signings, and the money was there. It was like, yeah, here's the money. If you think that's the right decision, the money's there. I don't know what people want from the board. What do people want from them?
I literally do think it's a case of that to actually compete now, you have to be doing 250, 300, 400 million a window, and we just don't do that.
Well, we haven't in the past, because I personally, I think they wanted Wenger gone. They wanted Wenger gone, but they're not going to make the decision as the owners. They, like I say, they leave it to everyone else. So they were like, well, we're not going to back you because, we think you're going to leave soon anyway. So why would they back Wenger if they thought he was going to leave?
The other thing
they got. Yeah.
No, sorry, go on.
Well, the other thing I was going to say is they backed Emery as well. They spent 75, 80 million on Pepe. They said, oh, is that the player you want? Is that the right player? And the whoever was in charge of the transfer said yes. They gave him the money. I think, didn't we sign Tierney as well? Signed Tierney?
25.
Or was that this summer?
That was the summer before, wasn't it? 25 million.
Yeah, 25 million on Tierney. I can't remember, but we made a few signings, I think. We bought Martinelli. He was about 10 million, wasn't he?
I can't remember.
I think he was about, even though he didn't he was nothing. He was a nothing player at the time. I think we did pay quite a lot for him. I think I think they have. I can't see how people can say they haven't backed him.
Yeah. The thing is a lot of the fans were like, no, we want to be self-sustaining. We don't want to be like that. We don't want to be like that. And I'm like, well, now that you've got what you wanted and you're moaning about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, we literally had the richest man in the UK there.
Yeah.
Going, me want club.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, and now he's gone to Everton, who are slightly in a decline at the moment, but
yeah,
it's only going to be a matter of time before the guy who used to be at Arsenal that's at Everton now will get Usmanov on board, and they'll run with it. They'll run with it.
Yeah.
They will literally City, all of them. They'll wipe them out. They'll wipe them out completely.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just think. I mean, who really has spent City? City have got the richest owners in the world, and they don't spend. They're not spending really that much. They buy a defender every summer for 60 million, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand what people want. I really don't. It's to do with the people, like signing the players, and they made massive mistakes in the past by signing up all the. You got Mustafi on a big contract. You got all these players on big contracts. And we just can't. We simply cannot afford the wage bill. We cannot afford it.
No. I mean, that's the main thing. Is for me, the recruitment has been so poor.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're looking at it, we did back him, but Granit Xhaka, since he's been at Arsenal, we've never qualified for the Champions League with him in there, and it's always been, we need to get a partner for Xhaka. We need to get a partner. He's always been the consistent, and it was finding someone to go with him. I'm like, well, hang on a sec. Do you not think it's this guy that's the problem?
Yeah.
Do you not think maybe it's him?
Well, I did like Xhaka, but this season it doesn't help when he's next to Ceballos, really. And I said it loads. Ceballos looks like a toddler wearing his dad's shoes when he's trying to run. He just looks like when you got your dad's shoes on when you're little, and you're like, can't run properly.
He runs through
your shoes are.
He runs through custard, mate. He runs through custard.
Oh, I can't believe he would be a top player if he could run.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could teach people how to run, but if you can, like get him on the next class on how to run, because he is dreadful. I can't believe. I think it'd be better if someone just carried him around. If we just played with 10 men and had just carrying him around.
So I don't really like to deal in hypotheticals, but here we are. So hypothetically speaking, what is your scenario? Like, obviously we're talking about, is the plug going to be pulled? What has to happen for you to pull it, or are you pulling it now? Are you? I hate saying it, but people have already started putting the t-shirts out. Are you Arteta out now? Are you like, get rid of me?
No.
Let's get someone new.
No, I might say it in anger, but I'm not genuinely Arteta out. I think.
But what for you is where you're like, nah, this is it now, because we're playing a 6-pointer on Sunday night. We're playing a 6-pointer, Tom, on Sunday night.
Well, this season, I think this season's going to be a bit mad. I mean, Spurs are top, but at the same time, what are we, like 11 points behind Spurs? So there's 11 points between us in 15th and Spurs, who are top. So I don't know what the gap is between 4th. I don't think we're going to get top 4 now. Really, we're trying to get into the Europa League. So even though we're 15th, I don't think we're that far behind 6th. I mean, he has made us better in defence.
I'll have a look.
He's just got to find a way. But it's not even finding a way. It's just play different players. Try someone new.
We're 8 points off top 4.
Yeah, 8 points. What about 6th?
6th is we're 6 points.
Yeah, so do you know what I mean? Who is 6th? Like, it's going to be someone.
United, isn't it?
That was it.
Yeah.
Maybe we beat them, but they're going to drop points. know what I mean? So, we're certainly not going to get relegated. I mean, Liverpool were out the Europa League for a while, and that did them the world of good. Even if we don't qualify for the Europa League this season, personally, I feel like you've got to give him this season, and if it really goes tits up, then you go, no, I'm sorry. If we're bottom half, you go, no, I'm sorry, you're off. But if he can get us to sort of the same place we were last season, then you go, all right, we've actually got to back you now. We've got to back you. If they don't back him in January, then I think that would be a sign of what they feel like.
Yeah. See, for me, and I've got the fixtures here. So we've got Burnley and Southampton coming up at home. Then it's Everton away. The Carabao Cup game I'll ignore because that could go anywhere. Us in cups can go in. We are a cup team at the moment. Then it's Chelsea versus Brighton in the league. So Chelsea is on Boxing Day. So I would say if he gets less than, if he has less than 5 points going into that Chelsea game, so if we don't get a result against Burnley, Southampton, and Everton, if we get less than 5 points out of them, I think you got to pull the plug on him.
Yeah, I think.
And I hate saying that.
I mean, can I shock you? I think if he doesn't win against Burnley, I think he's in big trouble.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about it. If he can't beat Burnley,
fans are going to be in there. I know it's only 2,000 of them, but they're going to be in there.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to hear each individual fan as well.
Yeah.
Well, I just think he's playing the same players over and over again. What's that thing they used to say about Wenger, where if you do the same thing over and over again.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yeah.
Yeah. So all you're doing, you're playing the back four. I think just keep the back four the same. You've got to just keep some consistency there. You've got to find a midfield too who can play every game. You've got to find one, and Xhaka cannot be part of it. Xhaka can't be part of it. I mean, I've done my lineup for Burnley.
Yeah, I was just going to say to you, we'll get on that in a sec, but just quick. Obviously, we got the game tomorrow away versus Dundalk.
Yeah,
we did a lineup for that. So I've put Renarson in goal, Cedric, Callum Chambers, Pablo Mari, Kolasinac. I've done Willock and Elneny with Smith Rowe at 10, and I've done Nelson and Pepe on the wings with Balogun up top. It's not going to happen, but that's what I want. That's what I want to happen. So there's that one, and then 10 minutes, Liam, and then. And then I can't close that now. Oh, there we go. And then the Burnley game, go for it, mate. Go for it, because I don't do what I want anymore, because it never happens.
Yeah. So
I've done what he's going to pick. So you go for it.
Right.
Lay it on me what we're going to play against Burnley and get a point.
Yeah. Well, I've gone for Burnley. Sort of I've gone for sort of more of what I want, really.
Oh, okay.
Of what I think. This is what I think. It's not exactly what I want by any means. It's not the team that I play every game.
Yeah.
But I think he's got to try something like this. So I've gone for the same back four and goalkeeper. Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel, Tierney.
Yeah.
I've gone for Ceballos and Maitland-Niles. I think he did enough in the Rapid. I thought that even though we win the Europa League games, they've not been enjoyable to watch. It's still been poor football. Apart from that last game we played, I think we actually played really good football despite the opposition.
Yeah.
And I think he's got the legs. He's got more legs than Xhaka, slightly less legs than Partey. So I think just stick him in. It's Burnley at home. You could try something a bit different. I've gone for Lacazette as the cam. I think give him another go. And then I've gone for Saka, Nelson, and Aubameyang up front.
Nice.
You know,
I
you just can't play Willian anymore. You can't play Willian or Xhaka anymore. I'm sorry, you just can't.
I've done exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
Except for I put Willian and Xhaka in because you know he's going to play him. You know he's going to play him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, this is the thing, mate. Like, you know, if you keep playing these players and you're moaning about the results, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Them players, they're not perform. They're not in form. Stop playing them.
This is the kind of game where Willian will probably get an assist and he'll score a set piece, and everyone will go, "Oh, look, no, it's fine. Willian's fine." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, you know, I mean, if Willian has a stinker here, then literally get out because.
How many times can you keep saying that? It's like, you know, he has a stinker every game.
He turned up versus Fulham, and this is one of the 3 worst teams. I'm like, if he can't turn up against Burnley, then get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm not even going to be nice about it. Get the fuck out.
I still can't get over that Nelson wasn't even in the squad.
He must have been.
I'm trying to think back.
He must have had an injury. I mean, even me and you aren't even Reece Nelson's biggest fans. Especially you.
Yeah, we've got nothing else though, have we? We've got nothing else basically. No. He's literally he's the one below Willian. So
yeah. I'm like he can't be any worse than what Willian is.
No, I mean when Pepe comes back,
at least I've seen. Yeah, I mean at least I've seen Nelson carry a ball. I don't think I've seen Willian. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, Nelson can carry it and then do nothing with it, but I'm like, Willian, you can't even carry it.
yeah.
Like,
but yeah, I don't really think Lacazette works in the cam role, but
no,
give him another go. But
he did against a bunch of Austrian farmers, but you play him.
Yeah,
you know.
What makes me laugh is though, even when he plays centre, like even the commentators like, oh, he's very deep. It's like that's his position where he plays when he's playing up front. He's that deep when he's playing up front. So Arteta's just gone, oh, do you know what, mate? You could just play there. If you're going to be that deep, you may as well just play there.
He can't run. He's too fat.
No, yeah.
I know I'm not thin, and people will go, "Oh, Kettle Black, James." I'm like, well, yeah, no. I'm like, you're completely. I mean, he looks better since he shaved his head off.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you
shaved his head off.
Yeah, he shaved his head off. Didn't he? I'm like, you know,
I'd get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I reckon someone of note is leaving in January. And I think it's going to be him or it might be Ozil.
Well, they reckon Ozil might go to DC now, don't they? America.
Yeah.
DC United.
Yeah.
Best place for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have him back in the team. I'm that desperate.
Yeah.
I just can't say, he can't play for me. He don't work hard enough. It's like, oh, right, yeah, that's all right. You got bloody Willian there, though. You got Willian and Lacazette in the team, mate. But Ozil don't work hard enough. Ozil, I think Ozil covered the most distance, didn't he? The stats where he had the most sprints, covered the most distance. Oh, he don't work hard enough. Anyway, he's literally ran further than anyone else on the pitch, mate.
Yeah.
And he can pass a ball. I will not have anyone who can pass a football forward in my team.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah,
sack it. I'll set her out. Despite what I said. I just get wound up talking about him.
If he could have 11 jackers, he would.
He would as well. Do you know what I think sometimes as well? I feel like we're too left-footed. Our left-footed players are too left-footed.
Right. You might have to go.
They've not got right. They've not got a right foot at all, have they?
No.
You know what I mean? Like Chaco's so left-footed.
He can only turn that way. He can't go.
Yeah, like Chaka's ridiculously left. You've got Chaka. Gabriel's ridiculous. You know, he's a good player, but he's so one-footed. Tierney, I don't think I've ever seen him touch the ball with his right foot. Saka is incredibly left-footed. They're all too left-footed. You got, Cazorla used to be able to do it all, but no, we had to get rid of him.
Yeah. So
idiots.
Just to sort of finish it up and see it off as per se. Not yet.
Yeah.
If you lose to Burnley, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, if he loses to Burnley,
yeah,
if he loses to Burnley, then yeah, you've got to go, mate, because you've got to go and take half the players with you. I'd rather just have the youngsters playing from then on.
Who do you put in if they? I know time is of the essence, but who do you put in if you chuck him out? Because they're not going to spend money on anyone. But it's going to be a Vieira or it's going to be Lundberg back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult. I would love Pochettino, but I don't think he's going to come to us now.
No.
Although he did say he would when we got Arteta. He said he would come to Arsenal. He'd think about it at least. I don't really know, to be honest. I just don't know. I don't know who's available. I don't know any of the managers.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
No.
Just get better.
Yeah.
Just get better, and we ain't got to worry about it.
Well, yeah, I don't know whatever. I wanted to try and make it a bit more positive and upbeat, but you've got to call it as you see it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you have watched, I hope it wasn't as cathartic for you as it feels like we just did a lot of shouting.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need, I guess. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I will try and be more consistent with the channel now. Just had a busy week last week, but I think I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else really to distract me now until Christmas. So I'm fully, I'm 2 feet into the videos. Nice crunching tackle into the content. So if you've gone this far and you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, because it'd be nice to have some more of you.
Yeah, it'd be nice to hear some opinions as well.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, leave us some comments. Because we're both sat here going, I don't know. So
yeah,
maybe you know something that we don't, and it might be interesting to hear it. So thank you, everybody, and cheers for your time, Tom. And hopefully we can come back and speak about more positive things in the future.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Take care.